Hello guys, this will be the final wrap on Terminal, Git and GitHub and the Visual Studio. So in continuation of what we began in the last few videos, we'll be talking about Git branch and merging. So let me open my Git batch. So this will be a revision of what I have been teaching. Let's make a directory. Let me make a directory. Okay, first of all, where do I want to make my a directory? This is my home, and I know I have. Let me cd into my desktop. Yeah, so inside my desktop, that's where I want to make the directory. Let me call it branching. Branch. Let me call it git branch. Git branch. That's the name underscore branch. That's the name of the directory I made. Now let me cd into it. Cd into git. Yes, I've cd into the git branch. Now touch. Let me write some files. Index dot html, index dot css, index dot jx. So let me connect my local repo. Remember this my git. I've not yet initialized the git repo that will connect my local machine to my remote machine. The remote is the GitHub. So let me open my GitHub. Let me go to let me open my GitHub. GitHub. This is my account. I'll click on this. Then I click on this plus sign. Let me give the network time. I think the network is kind of slow. The gate is still opening. But let me go back to my local computer. My git batch. I think this is it. Is this it? No, this is not it. Yeah, this is it. So remember to initialize the git repo, I use the command git init. Then you press enter. Now let me echo some things. Echo intro introduction to git. Let me put it in inside which file. Let me create a readme file inside the readme.md. So in the last class I talked about what this command does. If you are new to the channel, please endeavor to subscribe. So when we do lx, you can see that this file has been created. Now let me clear my screen. So now let's use git status. Git status. Good. We have four files that are not yet staged. Now to stage, we use git add, then dots. These dots signify the current working directory. So this is the current working directory. So any file inside this current working directory will be added to the staging areas. So that means that these four will be added to the staging area. We've already added it. Now let's let's do git. Let's do let's do git git commit, then the m goes to initial commit. So we've already done the initial commits with the initial commits. Let's clear our screen. I increased the where is this thing going to? I didn't go here now. Clear. I increase the front side of the screen so that you guys can be able to see it well. Now let me do git branch. Let me create another branch because this is actually our main branch. In order for me to create another branch, I can just press this command git branch and the name of the branch I want to create. Let me if I call it second branch, then if I press enter, it will create the branch. But I want to use this other command, git check out dash b, then the name of the branch second. The reason why I chose to do this is that this will create the branch and immediately switch to the second branch. I don't need to use git branch then the name and later use git checkout the name. I just want to use this simple command to perform two tasks at the same time. You see, it has already created it and it has switched to this new branch. So for me to check how many branch I have, I can just do git branch. So I have two branch, main and second. Now if I do lx, the content of what is in main has been copied to this. So in this list, what I just want to do is let me add something to the index.html code. This code actually open your VS Code. It opens your VS Code. So the VS Code has been opened somewhere here. So this is it. So index. So let me write into this file. This is my Visual Studio code where I'll be writing all my codes. I can actually write my code in Vim or in Nano, but VS Code is more better. It's preferable. So, and the most exciting thing is that we'll soon enter HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a short while. So don't mind any code I'm writing. I will explain it when we start dealing with CSS. Just follow along. Don't each one. New documents. So I've just written something inside here. So I want to do git add. Let me check. Yes, git add because I've not yet staged it. In order for me to stage it, git add. Then git commit. The message will be, let me just say first commit. I've already written the commit message for my branch. Let me go back to my GitHub. I think the network is pretty bad, but anyway, I'll click on this new repo. So this is the GitHub. You also curate your new repo in order for you to link the your GitHub and your local machine. That means your remote with your local machine. So you press this. Now, what are we going to call this? I remember I called that one Git. This is a Git branch. Git branch. You can add your readme file if you wish. Already, but I've created a readme file, so I don't need this. Anyway, let me just click on this. Like I said in the previous, I've already done explanation on this in the previous class, so in the previous video, so I don't need to go over it. So now, since we've already initialized all this, we've already created our repo in our git already, so we just need to copy this one. Copy. Then we'll go back to our remote. We'll go back to our git, our local git. So let me clear my screen. So we are in our second branch. So let's switch back to our main branch. Switch to main git checkout main. Good. We have switched back to main. Then we'll press good. Good. Now that's good. It has been successful. It has been linked successfully. So now let's do ls. Good. This also has the read file. So let's push. There's a command called git push. A push request is when you are transferring the data or your work from your local machine to your remote repository in GitHub. You use git push. Why? There's another command called git pull. Pull is the reverse. When you are transferring your data from your remote repository back into your local machine, you use the command git push. Now we have nothing there, so what we are meant to do is git push. We are pushing to our remote repository. We use the command git push and we'll press enter. Everything is up to date. Good. Everything is up to date. That's That's good. So let's let's go back to our branch. So everything is up to date. Fine. That means that let's go back to our this thing. Since everything is up to date, let's check if our files is already there. So let's refresh. Good. You can see it has been transferred already. It has been transferred already. That's why I told her that everything is up to date. But you remember this is just one branch and we have to branch. That means that there's only one branch that we have actually pushed. So let's go back to our local machine. So let's clear our screen. Now let's git check out second. We call this second. Good. So the first time we are trying to push this to our remote repository, that means our branch, we cannot just use git push because it's the first time we need to create the upstream. To talk less, let me just press git push. You will see the error message is going to bring out. You can see faster the current branch second has no upstream branch. To push the current branch and set the remote as upstream, use this command. It's already giving us this command that we are meant to use. So you use git push dash dash set dash upstream origin second. Origin has to do with your GitHub. Second is the name of the branch that we created. We just call this second. Then we press enter. See, now it has been pushed successfully. So let's go back to our GitHub. Now let's refresh. Okay, good. See, second has recently pushed 3 seconds ago. So now for we to merge, you see we can compare. See, so able to merge, that means that everything is going out successfully because it's noticing that, oh, maybe in the first file I didn't put anything. Now I can write any I can write any add your description. I can write the reason what changes do I made here. I can just put anything and write, oh, I added I added something. I added file to which file do we write to again? Okay, to index.html. Yeah, so you just press your enter. First commit, everything is going on well successfully. You can see the way we link our local machine to our GitHub, and even if the local machine an issue occurs and we cannot access our file again, but just because we've saved it in our remote repository, we have access. We can use the pull request to get it back into our system. You can see the way everything just worked smoothly. Everything just works smoothly. Everything just works smoothly. You can see the way it is. Just as simple as that. There's nothing so difficult about it. So let me clear my screen. You can see how easy it is to navigate around the terminal, to create file, to delete file, to merge, to branch, to create branch. And actually I can even merge from within. Now I'm in my local, I'm in two, right? So let's let's LX again. Let's check LX, let's check the content. So I've not written anything inside index.js. So let's echo this function. Let's just create a function. The name of the function. Okay, function. Let's call it add. This is the name of the function. It's taking a parameter. Okay, two parameter. One number num1, then num2, then close bracket, then curly this thing, then is returning the addition num1 plus num2, is returning the addition of num1 plus num2. Then you press okay, then you put this and then inside, where do we want it to be? Inside index.jx, press enter. Then git, let's check the git status. Git status, yeah. So let's stage this in the staging area so that grid can track it. Git add, good. Then git commit m, then new file written, new file written. That's just the name I want to call it. So let me clear my screen again. Then let me check the git log. Git log. Wow, so all the commit message I've written, you can see the time difference. My initial commit, my first commit, and this other one. So I've written like three different commits. This one was written to the main, while this one to this the branch called second, and I've already put this one to the origin. That means the GitHub. This one GitHub. So this one is still within my Git. It has not yet been transferred anywhere. That's why what is showing here. So now let me merge it to my to my main. So I will cd, not cd, sorry. I will switch back. I'll use git check out, then I'll call the name main, then press enter. I'll switch back to my main branch. So from my main branch I can just do git merge, then you call the name of the branch, because you can create several branch. I can create several branch. See, you can do git check out, or let me just create another. I don't Let me not use checkout. Git branch, then call the name of the branch. Let me call it third. It has been created. If I use git branch again, you will see that we have three branches created now. We have the main, the second, and the third. You can see. So there's no need for the third. Let me just delete it. So there's a command to delete it. I can just use git branch, then dash d, then the name third. You see, I've already deleted the third branch. If I do git branch again, I won't see the third one. I've deleted it. So mind you, in the terminal, the in the command line interface is different from the graphical user interface. For the graphical user interface, you can actually come here, go to a file, and you can delete it. You can go back to your recycle bin and retrieve it. It's not the case in the command line interface. You are deleting it completely from the memory of the computer. So that's why you should be careful when you are deleting things. You should be careful when you are deleting things. Let me clear my screen. Be sure of what you are doing before you use this command. Be certain of what you are doing before you use this command and you put any file. You can actually wipe out your computer with this command. So be certain, be sure that you are deleting something that is not important to your computer. So the command line interface is very, very is very, very strict and very, very dangerous. You don't just come into the command line and delete things anyhow. So that's why I advise, before, once you are starting a project, create a directory. Then inside the directory that you've created, you can now delete, not from your root or from your home. You start deleting things. So please take note of that. So going back, I can now use, remember, git branch to check the content of the branch that we have again. You can see we have two. So now we are in the main branch. So I want to merge what is inside this second branch to the main branch. So I'll just use git merge, then the name of the branch, second, then you press enter. You can see it has been updated successfully. You can see the two methods that we did. You can go to the GitHub and do the merging, or you can do it within your local computer. So anyone is fine by you. Anyone works. So in the course of this lecture, this teaching, we've worked on the terminal. I've introduced GitHub to you, and I've also introduced Visual Studio, where we are going to be building. And I'm excited because we'll be building our websites. We are starting HTML, then CSS and JavaScript. It's going to be interesting. Like you see, the name of the channel, Coding Makes Easy. I've broken it down to the bare minimum. It's not difficult. It's just that you just need to keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing, and you become more better. So, thank you for your time. Please, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Once again, happy coding and nice. Have a great